Hi, my name is Gail Giovanello. I'm at my studio, Mind Your Body Pilates, on the Upper East Side of Manhattan. In my workshop, Stabilize What, I like to talk about the parts of the body that are staying still so that the parts that are moving have more freedom to move not only deeper, but the joints are more free. So this is James Deuce, and he's going to be my student today. He's also an instructor at Mind Your Body. So what I'd like him to do is start by anchoring down all the way over his tailbone, and I like to just say nail the tailbone to the mat. So alternating single legs, he's going to inhale and reach one leg down, concentrating on deepening the abdominals to bring that leg back up. I'm just going to have him alternate 6 times so that he can start keying into lengthening out through his hip flexor and coming back in, flexing the hip flexor and using his abdominals to come back. So it's a combination of extension and flexion. Good, so you can stop there, very good. And now he's going to go into the push-throughs, which has the same concept. It's just a little harder because now it's 2 legs doing the same thing, but it's a biped action. And inhale. There you go. And so again, his hips and knees extend and flex. He gets to focus on using his abdominals to stabilize the pelvis and also the torso. His hands are pushing into the poles to help stabilize his whole spine. So you're going to reverse now. And the reverse is particularly fun to teach because the client has to really anchor into the tailbone so the knees can flex and the pelvis can stay neutral. If the knees come back in, I'm just going to push your knees in towards your chest, the pelvis is actually rolling into a flexion. So we want to keep it neutral and then go ahead and do another one. There you go. And that's a skill and it takes a lot of practice. One more time. Very good. Okay, so now when he goes into a bicycle, he's going to combine that hip extension and flexion with the knee extension and flexion. And again, keeping the hips still gets him to lengthen out of the hip flexor and then flex it as he comes in. Okay, good, and then reverse that. And now you have the client thinking about what they're doing and setting up their body for the rest of the Pilates lesson. So it's not just a string of exercises, but it becomes a mind and body connection. Very good. Okay, so lift your legs up and let's flip these off. So we'll move on to another exercise I like to start with, which is upper arms and having, go ahead and put your feet on the floor, and having the client move back enough so that I have to pull the bar down to him. You're going to wrap your thumbs around the bar, and you want to ensure that the hips, they're going to sit over their pelvis. So I'm going to just have him come back a little bit so he's in line here. And of course the pelvic floor is working, and then when he bends the elbows, he's going to naturally be connected into his shoulder girdles. Good. So I want him to inhale as he comes down and stay externally rotated as you reach up. Very good. So there's no like pulling down of the shoulder blades, but being this far away allows the arm flexors and extensors to work from the serratus and from the traps in the back without having to pull down. And it also makes the extensors and flexors of the forearm really work because he has to grip with the hands. Good. And of course he's going to breathe into his back and deepen his belly way back. Okay, so all of those Pilates ideas come into play and sets him up and starts thinking about it before he gets into a lot of moving and choreography. So these are my 2 setup exercises that I like to do with each person. How does that feel, James?
Feels good.
Okay, excellent, thank you.